before I get off this app and go into this store and get my fruits and vegetables, let me tell you a couple things. So, one of my clients, we were talking on FaceTime, and the doctors were in her room, or the dietitians were in her room, and I have a degree in nutrition, by the way. Master's degree even. Side note. Yes, I have a lot of degrees, and I'm about more than likely getting ready to put another 4 years of schooling in. But anyway, that person was in there and they were telling her that she could have all these other foods and things that I said she could not have, because not only do I have a degree in nutrition, I also have a degree that tells me what the organs do, how they function, this, that, and the other, which the nutritionist does not have. So we're talking and she says, "What am I supposed to do? Starve?" Mind you, she's over 400 pounds. And like as Dr. Now would say, you're not going to starve. So my response was, well, you could die. Yes, that was my response, because that's who I am. That's who Dr. Friesen is. I'm going to tell you, you can listen to me, you can do what I say do, or you can listen to them and you can do what they say do, which obviously hasn't been working, which is why you had to get me involved. Because what they said wasn't working. And as a matter of fact, when I got involved, guess what? They had given you a slim chance of living. Now you're out of the hospital, at home. Anyway. So, when I say that I get frustrated because, yes, when you have knowledge and you know how to make things better and people don't listen, it is frustrating when you want to help them. To prevent myself from having that frustration, my solution is I only work with people who are willing to do what I tell them to do to get the results. So if they want to get the results, they do what I say do and they get the results. And that's it. That's why I have a high success rate. Because when I start working with someone and I see that they aren't ready, I cut them off. You don't get access to my program. You don't get access to my specific teas, if it's a tea or whatever I'm doing or whatever knowledge I'm imparting to you. You just don't get it. That's also why I don't put all of my knowledge out on the internet. Because I don't want people, let's see, I want to be politically correct when I say this. I don't want people stealing my information and using part of my information and only getting partial results. See, I want you to get all the information and get the whole results, like the full effect. So that's why what you see online, I never give you the whole of everything. Never. Because you don't even know how to handle the information. You don't know how to deal with it, which you have. Most of you have shown me. I have people who've ordered my products, and I follow up because I always send a follow up and say, hey, and they have 10,000 reasons why they haven't started using them. This particular person I'm talking about had my products because in 2024, I told her kidneys were failing. And she was like, oh, well, I was going to, but then they put me on this medication. So she started with the medication, ended up in the hospital with her kidneys failing. Had to use my tea. Don't play with me.